Ever heard someone speaking badly about others? You might also have met people who frequently gossip. Gossip can complicate relationships and cause emotional pain. Today, I'll discuss 4 characteristics of people who gossip. Let's explore the reasons behind gossip and the traits of those who engage in it. Understanding why people gossip isn't just judging others, it's about understanding human nature and creating more positive daily interactions. The 4 key characteristics of people who gossip. Gossiping people share common traits. Here are 4. First, low self-esteem. Insecure individuals try to seem superior by putting others down. When they feel insecure about their own worth, they highlight others' flaws, creating a temporary illusion of superiority. Ever notice how constant critics rarely discuss their own achievements? Deep down, they don't believe they have much to offer. Second, high stress levels. Stressed people seek temporary relief by speaking ill of others. When overwhelmed or anxious, gossiping can be an emotional outlet, like releasing steam. However, this relief is temporary and often creates more problems. Third, a deep need for social connection. Some use gossip to strengthen group belonging. Sharing secrets or negative information about others creates intimacy and exclusivity, like saying, "We're on the same team, they're not." This builds temporary bonds, often at the expense of trust. Fourth, a lack of empathy. Frequent gossips struggle to understand how their words affect others. They may not realize the pain or damage they cause. This isn't necessarily malice, but a lack of developed empathy. Various psychological factors hide behind gossiping. These behaviors often stem from unmet emotional needs, not malicious intent. An ancient tale of transformation. Let me share an ancient Indian story. In a village lived a young man, Anil, known for speaking badly about others, asserting his presence by putting them down. Anil came from a modest background and often felt overlooked. To compensate, he criticized everyone: the baker's bread, the teacher's methods, the merchant's prices, even how people walked. In groups, he'd steer conversations to absent individuals, sharing unflattering stories or pointing out shortcomings. Villagers initially found his commentary entertaining, laughing at his witty criticisms. This positive response fed his behavior, making him believe gossip brought him closer. However, people grew uncomfortable, wondering what he said about them when they weren't around. One day, Anil's friend Sudarshan asked, "Anil, you're always speaking badly about others. But does this really make you happy?" Anil paused. "When you put it that way, my heart feels uneasy. But everyone laughs, so it feels good," he replied. Sudarshan continued, "But how do others feel when you gossip? Your words might hurt people, and gossiping might hurt you too, don't you think?" He added gently, "I've noticed the more you talk about others' faults, the unhappier you seem. True happiness comes from lifting others up, not tearing them down." Anil was struck. For the first time, he saw his behavior differently. Realizing his gossip wasn't harmless, it affected real people with real feelings. After that talk, Anil reflected. Instead of criticizing, he challenged himself to find and praise good qualities. This was hard. His mind was trained to find flaws, so seeing positives required conscious effort. When he met the baker, instead of mentioning burnt bread, he noted the man's dedication to serving the community daily. With the teacher, he appreciated her patience with difficult students. Consequently, people treated Anil with kindness, and his heart gradually lightened. Ancient wisdom for modern times. Consider Buddha's teaching: words that hurt others also hurt oneself. This profound insight reveals a truth about communication and our well-being. When we speak negatively about others, we're not just affecting them, we're shaping our own minds. Each time we gossip or criticize harshly, we train our minds to focus on negativity. Studies show people who frequently engage in negative talk have higher stress, anxiety, and depression. Even now, while gossip might offer temporary superiority, it often has negative effects on us. For example, badmouthing colleagues damages trust and leads to isolation. A reputation as a gossip makes people guarded, sharing less. The same applies to personal relationships. Friends and family discovering you've talked behind their backs will feel hurt and betrayed. Even with no malicious intent, repairing trust can be difficult. Practical wisdom for daily life. How do we practice this daily? Here are practical strategies to transform communication habits. First, practice the pause. When tempted to speak badly, pause and ask, is this necessary? Will it help anyone? Solve a problem. This simple pause prevents much harmful gossip. Second, look for the good. Instead of gossiping, try to find that person's good qualities or admirable actions. This isn't faking or ignoring problems. It's training your mind to see positives as easily as negatives. Third, redirect conversations. When others try to gossip, gently redirect. Say, I'd rather not talk about Sarah when she's not here. Have you seen that new movie? This shows respect while maintaining relationships. Fourth, manage your stress constructively. When stressed, process emotions rather than blaming others. Restore inner peace by talking to a trusted friend, exercising, meditating, or immersing yourself in hobbies. The path to positive change. Changing ingrained gossip habits isn't easy or overnight. It requires consistent effort and self-awareness. You might slip back, especially when stressed or insecure. This is normal. The key is patience and self-compassion, while staying committed to positive change. Each time you catch yourself about to gossip and choose differently, you strengthen healthier communication habits. Remember, this transformation benefits not just others, but you. As you speak more positively, you'll likely notice improvements in your mood, relationships, and overall well-being. Final reflections. To summarize today's learning, people who gossip often have low self-esteem, high stress, unmet social needs, or limited empathy. But gossip ultimately hurts us too. Before speaking words that hurt others, consider their impact and choose kindness. The 4 characteristics: low self-esteem, stress, need for social connection, and lack of empathy are not flaws but areas for growth. Understanding them helps us respond to gossip with compassion. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to build up or tear down, heal or harm, connect or divide. The choice is ours, and consequences ripple far beyond what we imagine. If this resonated, like, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you noticed these patterns? What strategies help you create positive communication? Until next time, remember, your words have power. Use them wisely and kindly. Stay tuned for more discussions on building better relationships and positive community change.